Hello and welcome to the Summer Tournament 2023 Glory for Pizza. I'm 7 and I'm here with Winter Thunder. Hi Winter.
Hello everybody, hi, nice to be here again.
Yeah, so today this is still a Prince of Persia 1 tournament on MS-DOS. This is still any percent no major glitches category. And we are gonna watch the match number 17 in the second chance bracket. That is VelCheran versus KarlGamer. So two really good players. They both improve their PB a lot since the beginning of this tournament. Who is your favorite, Winter?
Before we start, I have a confession to make. I really wanted to commentate on this match because both VelCheran and KarlGamer commentated on my previous matches. So now it's my turn, and now it's my turn to laugh, my turn to commentate, and I will be not merciful like VelCheran last time. So, so yeah, and about the players, it's quite late in the tournament already, and both players are solid in their performances. KarlGamer especially shows more and more consistency, I believe. His strategy is always to keep calm and just do his thing, continue even if some things go wrong. And VelCheran still has a better PB than KarlGamer, so I believe this will be a close match.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess we can start. So let's go.
Let's go.
And VelCheran versus KarlGamer. Let's go. So yeah, first level. We know the drill by now. And as I saying that, Karl takes a damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So he is now not aligned, and now he is dead.
Okay.
Okay. So I spoke about consistency, I believe.
Yeah.
Scratch. So maybe not scratch that completely, but we will see how
I mean,
it will go later.
he clearly wanted to make an homage to you by dying on the first level.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's clearly what it is.
Haha.
But yeah, but you're right in saying that Karl is really consistent. Like, he has been playing the game a lot. We have seen in his previous match against Exetzel that he was actually really consistent around the 20 minutes mark. And I truly believe that even with this death, he can still make it around that time. But it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Yes, I agree, and I hope that he will keep his calm and maybe catch up a little.
Yeah.
And while we focused on KarlGamer, VelCheran is already quite far in level 2. He did level 1 without any problems, and he seems to be doing just fine
Indeed.
so far.
Yeah, striking twice, just to be safe.
Wow. I got scared a little because that didn't look safe, that orange guard wiped at his back, but luckily nothing happened. Okay.
Yeah, let's believe in VelCheran. Like the second best French player in the world.
Oh, really? And can you tell me who is the best French player?
I don't know. Might check the leaderboard for that later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no problem for Vel on level 2. Karl is getting at 1 HP, which is scary.
Yep, but now he has to be very careful under that falling tile because even VelCheran did. That was close.
Well
but even VelCheran got hit by this tile, so that is not a given.
No, for sure. And we have seen a lot of players died in practice to this style.
Yep.
So yeah.
It's a little bit. I mean, we always treat those three levels as maybe the easiest ones or the most tedious ones because it's the levels we know the most. Because most when you go for PB attempts, you probably will reset on some of these levels, so you know them by heart.
Mhm.
But as we already have seen, it's not that simple. You can still lose time on these levels.
Yeah, we have seen people like the top 4 players losing time on this on level 2 and 3 mostly. Like level 1 is more rare, but yeah, it did happen like a couple of times. Like it's still scary in the end. At the end of the day, so you have to be
Yeah.
extra careful.
Yep. And VelCheran missed his turnaround on the level exit button, but then he corrected himself
Yeah,
very nicely.
yeah, that's
That
really rare.
was kind.
Really rare that
That's
you can
kind.
fix yourself like that, like you did.
Yep, that was kind of impressive. I won't lie.
For sure. Like I don't think I can fix myself a lot like this, so like I often just I prefer bonking on the right. It's safer.
Yep. Exactly. And now VelCheran is on level 4. That's where the real fun begins.
With the yellow guard at the end.
KarlGamer is close behind. Yep.
Wow.
I believe GMP has coined a fitting name for this guard, but I don't know if I am allowed to say that name on stream.
Say it. Worst case scenario, we just be demonetized.
Okay. So believe he was kind enough to invent the term the most annoying fucker in the game.
That's pretty close to reality.
Yes, and we already exact
Yeah, exactly. We have seen it on VelCheran's screen.
exactly this.
Yeah.
That's the most annoying fucker in the game for you.
Oh.
Living up to his name.
Yeah, indeed. VelCheran missing the tile twice. Jumping.
This time he didn't.
He
Three
did.
times.
Oh,
Three times.
4 times. Just bonk, please. Thank you.
Oh my.
And Karl had the longest fight ever against the yellow guard.
Wow. And he still is far ahead because of the extreme unluck Sharon just had. So
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, that's tough. That's why we love level 4 in a race.
I hope that Sharon can still, recover psychologically and still keep himself composed and not get tilted.
He got a repost?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this time he is true, but it looked scary again.
Yeah.
And KarlGamer is, like I said, steadily coming true.
Yeah,
slowly, but correctly, so to say.
you can feel that what he did on level 1, was just like, okay, it was just the beginning. It was not warm up at all, maybe a little bit of pressure. And now like he's totally at 100%. Like he's, as you said, perfect. That was a perfect distance. That was amazing from him.
That was a perfect distance, but I believe that the guard scratched his nose because that was as close as you can beat.
Yeah, but
and not get killed.
I mean, he took a piece of the prince's shirt. Who cares?
Okay. And I believe KarlGamer, especially in the tournament, is running without watching the other player.
Yeah, he's actually asking a couple of times where the other is, but that's all. Just like
Yep.
once or twice per run, usually.
And that sounds like, well, that was scary.
Yeah.
That VelCheran is cautious and he kept that shift press, so that's okay. KarlGamer, uh, KarlGamer's strategy to not watch the other runner might be strength actually, because you cannot feel the pressure if you are not aware of the pressure.
That is a
So
good point. Indeed, indeed.
he is just doing his job, and he will find out after the race whether he won or not.
Yeah, like often he finishes match, he type his name in the Hall of Fame, and then he asks, "Okay, who won? Who won the game?" That actually makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, that might be a valid strategy,
Yeah,
psychologically wise.
like he's focused on himself so much.
Hmm.
I like it a lot. Like that also means
And
that he is confident, you know. Like he knows he is consistent. He knows he can beat everyone at this point now.
yeah, and why risk your consistency with something as annoying as pressure from the other player?
Mhm.
You continue to play, and who knows, maybe there will be a pizza in the end.
Exactly. You do not get tilted, you win a pizza.
Yep. And it seems to be working for him. He is now approaching Bruce,
Yeah,
going for the faster strategy.
and
And Bruce was nice. He is coming through quite nicely.
indeed.
And VelCheran also is going through level 7 without big mistakes. He missed the turnaround, but it's not as big a mistake as, like dying to a guard.
Exactly. It's better to miss it like he missed it, you know?
Yep.
Like, miss it, like, just be short. Do not be too long. It's okay to lose 2 seconds, it's not okay to lose 40.
Right.
Karl starting the top row of level 8, which is a really dangerous one.
Yep. And I think Prince of Persia is quite, maybe not unique, but it's one of the lesser countered games that you can die in one hit
Mm-hmm.
at any point, probably. And that is very punishing for the player,
Yeah,
especially when it happens on the end of the level. So you need to have your composure. You need to be in cold blood. Oh, KarlGamer had some problems, but he remembered how to duck.
yeah. That's all that matters. As long as you get it through, it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also why this game is so hard to race, I think. Like you mentioned a good point. The fact that you can die in one hit is so scary. Like you want to be fast, so you take all the risk, but then you die. And
Yeah, for instance, if you run a game like Super Mario, you can die here too, but most of the time you maybe will just stuck on some pixel, which will slow you down a little.
Mhm.
And here there is very much more RNG in
Yeah,
the guard fights.
yeah. Like for example, I will take VelCheran doing the same as Karl. I will take, for
Yep.
example, Super Mario Bros. 2 on NES, but the USA version. So like the Doki Doki Panic reskin. Like I did race of that, and as long as you do not get to game over, you can die once or twice. It's okay because you restart in the same room, so you do not lose that much of a time. Like at any point, you do not lose that much of a time. But here, when we lose, it's like it can be up to 2 minutes, for example, in the current level they are in. So it's actually more scarier, and you can die so quickly that it's also even more scary. So I think that this game is actually really tough on the runner nerves. And that's why I always applaud everyone that can finish a run of this in such a harsh environment.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and I think that's something that we all accepted, like in the community. Like we do not have all the same level. There is some with better PB than others, but every time someone finish a run, we all applaud. We are all like, oh, congrats, that was a good run and all. We are all always happy when someone finishes a run, Yeah, you finished 4 minutes behind my PB, but congrats, dude. You finished a run. You deserve it. That's just so cool. Like, we do not judge by sheer number, we judge by difficulty.
Yep. Both guys did the turnaround for the level exit button correctly.
Unlike
and we kind of drifted away from the game because it seems to be steady now. They are keeping their distance. No one seems to be doing any big mistakes. They are going through the levels correctly. Nothing scary happens.
Yeah, like I'm expecting if we get a shift, it will be like in this level, like in level 10. Because they are now both really consistent at level 9. Level 9 is scary, but yeah. But no, our runner are just really good. Like Karl played that one so swiftly. That's so cool. I really want to point out like how much Karl improved in 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah. How much did he improve?
For his PB, it's by like 43 seconds.
Okay.
But on his average went down by so much. Like even during the tournament, like he just had like he started at like 24 and now he's around 20 as an average.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yes.
Karl being in full confidence, like he trusts himself, and he was right.
Yeah.
Like he went for jingle skip with only 2 HP, but to do like the fastest version, you take 1 damage, so he was only at 1 HP.
Yep. And that strat he did, this is something we call Happy strat, because Happy kind of invented it. And it's actually more consistent and safer, but it looks scarier because you fall closer to the guard.
Yeah.
But it looks like you are going to die.
You are going to die indeed, like VelCheran did. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
He got really unlucky. Like he got a riposte again. So a riposte is when a guard just counter attack you directly, and basically if you did not input parry in advance, you cannot escape it. And that has like a 2 to 3% chance of happening depending on the guard. So yeah, that was really, really unlucky.
VelCheran died 2 times today, and both times were to a yellow guard. So maybe there is something in this. Maybe, in fact, yellow guards are the most annoying in the game.
Indeed. Karl not going for jingle skip on level 11. He does not need it. Also, VelCheran did not drink the potion. But that's something. Oh, also earlier you mentioned Happy Strat, but Karl also added his little bit of setup at the start to make it even more consistent. Because before with Happy Strat, what was tough was to time the first jump, but now it's okay. Like we will see probably like in game 2, but Karl do like a crouch thing or a careful step, and that actually puts you in perfect position to do happy strat. So it's so cool that like combined effort created like the best strat for race, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it looks so scary.
Yes.
It's
And you
it's
can
hard.
still like
It's hard to believe when you are this close to the guard and you are actually safer than. Yeah.
it's like like the guard just poke your ass a little bit, like you're so close, like he can feel it with his sword, and you're like, nope, nope, you cannot kill me.
Yeah. Why?
Uh,
I believe VelCheran forgot to press shift again,
yeah,
and so he just
run on it.
tucked his sword away and then went for a kiss.
Yes,
But the guard wasn't so nice. So
yes, so unfortunate for him. Like he almost pulled the KarlGamer, which is jumping to hug the guard, but as you said, VelCheran only wanted a kiss, so he just run on him.
yep. And KarlGamer is, like we said, steadily pushing forward,
See,
and he's probably going. Which and his time is actually quite impressive.
yeah, he lost 20 seconds on level 1. Remember, people.
Yeah.
So
So if
without,
he would,
oh my god,
nice. So he would probably be sub 18, sub 19 if
yeah,
it wasn't for that first level.
yeah, he probably would have PB by 1 or 2 frames.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, that's 1-0 for Karl.
At least he is sub 20 in real times. That's an achievement too.
True. 1959.
Yeah. And KarlGamer, after that first level, he really didn't make any more mistakes. So VelCheran can just say to himself that anything that happened after his first mistake didn't matter because he wouldn't have catched up because KarlGamer did a very, very solid run in this match.
Yeah, totally. Honestly,
Mhm.
that's just impressive at this point. Like, as I said before, Karl was consistent in the 20 minutes on this previous run. Once again, like he went from 24 to 22 to 20. If now he's starting to be consistent at 19,
Yeah.
this is starting to get scary.
Yeah, and the time 1919 would have won basically almost all matches, almost all rounds in this tournament so far, except, of course, with the guys who are bots, like the French world record holder or the Esteban or GMP. And all the other guys who are not in the top 4 of the leaderboard will be easily conquered by this time. This time is very solid.
Yeah, and even us that are like in top 4, in my first match, I did 1954, I think, and 1920 something. So
Oh.
I would have lose against Karl in my first match.
That's even better then.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah,
pretty scary.
I mentioned top 4 because as of today, the top 4 guys are within 4 seconds of each other.
True.
The distance between first place and fourth place is now 4 seconds, I believe.
Yes, 48 for me, 49 for GMP, 50 for Y, and 51 for Esteban. That's the second number after the 17.
So between 3 and 4 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's
Let me
3.5,
maybe.
yeah. That's so scary.
Yeah.
Right. Something we haven't mentioned is that this match is Senpai versus Kohai. So it's basically like the master against the student. VelCheran started playing Pop 1, speedrunning wise, thanks to KarlGamer. You know, like he was always hanging around in his chat and all. So yeah, that's also like really cool.
Cool, yeah. I checked, and the time difference between the first and fourth place is exactly 3.75
Wow.
seconds. So that's very close.
Yeah, that's so insane.
Very close.
Alright, so up and we jump right into game 2. So will
Okay.
Karl die on level 1 again?
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. You know, level 1 is probably always the same because there is basically no RNG here.
Yeah, but see.
Why?
And VelCheran gets hit by a tile.
Why? Yes.
Yeah, I think your reaction say it all.
Yeah, and I believe you passed some of your curses to me because the moment I start speaking about consistency, yep, that was
Yeah.
not good for VelCheran.
Oof,
Wow.
I'm speechless. Like we got 2 runs, 2 death on level 1.
But this time is VelCheran.
Yeah.
And he lost more time, I believe, about 50 seconds or maybe
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, probably like 50. But that's huge. That's really huge. Now Karl is like.
So yeah.
Karl knows that if he plays correctly, he will probably win.
Yep. So Karl just needs to employ his signature strategy of not watching his opponents run and just do your thing and he will win. But let's hope he will play for content, you know. Like this.
Exactly. And now they are neck and neck.
you passed the curse to me. The moment I start to say something, it happens. Wow.
Crazy.
So now they are very close, within a couple of seconds of each other. Wow.
Yeah, we're on the same screen, dealing with the blue guard together.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. I knew we could count on Karl. I was right to pay him to give us content.
Yep. Everything for the content.
Yes, indeed.
And VelCheran is cooperating too. He allowed himself to get hit, so they will have the same amount of lives. So yeah.
Man, that's something, huh? Oh, but yeah, at least this time they can go safely for the tile.
Wow.
Like, it's actually 2 frames faster to be hit by the tile.
Yep.
But if you mess up by 1 frame, you can take 2 hits. Like, the tile can get 2 hit points out of you, so you may die. So always scary.
So that was risky, yeah.
Yeah.
And they both did it. When you know when you can see the same screen on both on the same room on both screens, then you know the race is close.
Indeed.
It's extremely close at this point.
But that's what you would expect from these 2 players that are really good. Karl will probably improve his PB again soon, like if he continues playing, outside of the tournament, I mean, because I think he has the potential to get the PB around the same time as VelCheran right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like around the 1830. Oh, Karl stopped. You still make it? Yeah, okay. Still makes it.
Sure.
Oh, VelCheran saving a couple of frames by restarting the checkpoint.
Wow. So, wow.
Karl bonked. See, just a bonk and that's it. Vel is in the lead now.
It's amazing how in this game those little things can matter.
Yeah.
Especially when you are this close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But at the same point, like we are reaching like the end of the tournament. You know, after this match, we'll only have 5 players remaining. So yeah, we can just expect like the best of the best right now. Like all players in this tournament are good, but these one are good and actually succeeded in race before, so they are in full confidence. Like they are like, okay, I'm good and I know I can play well. So that's why it can be so tight and every little movement can matter.
Confident, you say.
Confident, yeah.
And no, there are some places in the game that can shake your confidence, but like this. But so far, this run seems to be in favor of VelCheran a little, even though he messed up first level. But
Yeah.
now he is in the lead.
Mm-hmm. But
and he approaches the guard that was his demise or in oh
both side. Okay.
okay.
Oh my
Wow.
god, Karl. Okay. So they both got a really bad pattern, but they both did not die.
In KarlGamer's case, the guard was really stubborn and really good at sword fighting.
I remember like in Karl's previous match, he actually jumped on his way back. He let that guard live, and he jumped on his way back because he's not used to it, and he actually dies. Like he did like this, like, you know, like a run and jump on the way back. And the guard was like, hey, hello, boom. And he died.
Okay, so VelCheran is now like 8 seconds in front. 8, maybe 10. And
which is nothing.
Now he is not that much, but maybe. At this point, anything can happen because one small mistake, like the thing we call the jump of joy, and you lose a second and a half.
Yeah. Oh, you can have only 1 HP to do like this crazy corridor.
He needs to, and Karl just died because he went for the not so safe strat.
VelCheran waiting, playing it safe.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Well played.
That was a smart strategy at this point. And he is way in front now, dancing before entering the staircase.
Yeah. Up.
What was that? Salsa, or what kind of dance was that?
I cannot say, but because I do not know the name of many dance. So salsa, slow, help me. I was trying to answer something funny, but I cannot find it. So, oops.
Yeah.
Music and dance.
Karl is not much of a dancer here. Just.
But
VelCheran had some problems, but he managed to pull through.
Karl is not a good dancer, but he is a good singer. Like, I listen to him sing in French, and it's beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, he sings in French better than me.
And what did he sing?
La vie en rose.
Oh. VelCheran has a,
Setup that
con- a it's a safe but consistent setup for this turnaround.
Like,
That's a smart strat at this point.
would you say that it's a safe strat, but is a smart strat?
I think I've heard that before, yeah. I think I heard it from a French guy,
Oh.
Maybe you've heard of him. He is kind of bold and plays this game too.
Maybe he's the one better than VelCheran in terms of times.
Maybe. Who knows?
VelCheran being able to go through Roberto correctly, not perfectly, but correctly. As long as you do not fall, it's great. And
Wow,
Karl, great.
And Karl had some luck, but he saved a couple of frames with that.
Yeah. Dude, I want to get
But
a
he
Roberto like
is.
this.
Yeah. It's always devastating when Roberto decides to, be a jerk and hit you in the face. And VelCheran is doing the smart thing. He is not going for the risky strats at all. He goes safely.
Yeah,
And
did.
he is still in front.
Yeah. Starting the second part of what I call the gauntlet, which are like level 7, 8, and 9. So he finished 7. Let's see for Karl. Karl going for fast.
Yeah.
And perfect.
Wow, nice. Yeah, levels 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the run killers, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could say the first 3 or 4 are a warm-up. Then on level 4, 5, things start to get a little bit interesting, and then the real game begins on level 7.
Yeah. That's what I feel when I play. Basically, like it's when in level 7 you have so many things you can do, so many strats and all. Up really tough guards to deal with and all. Like it's actually quite fun.
So now VelCheran goes for the safe strat. Okay. Okay, that was scary. KarlGamer is here. KarlGamer, sorry, he is like the haka here, constantly behind, but you can feel his breath, and he is behind you.
Indeed. Wow.
I believe VelCheran is aware where KarlGamer is, so he's not that much free of the pressure.
Indeed, because if Karl asks like a couple of times a game where his opponent is, VelCheran was like every 5 steps, where are you, Karl? Where are you, Karl? Where are you, Karl? Okay. Perfect pauseless for both players as well. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. That was nice. And now the last, maybe maybe not counting level 10, but it's the longest level in the game, so dying here, especially late, is going to be not so funny for the player in question.
Indeed. Oof, VelCheran forcing the switch. Debatable discussion. VelCheran in shambles. You have enough distance. You can put your sword away. Realized it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Now he has only 1 HP. Okay. VelCheran is a safe player. So I'm just wondering which potion he will drink. The small one or the life upgrade one?
I wonder what is going through VelCheran's head, because I am stressed and I'm not even playing in this game. So I believe he must be.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so terrible. If the next guard doesn't behave properly, let's see. Okay, all good.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, it does not jump. Okay, he's going for the 1 HP potion.
And why did he... okay. He knows how much time he has and he wants that buffer.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to ask why did he turn around, but now I know. And that was a very costly detour because now KarlGamer is right on his back.
Oh yeah, he can see him. Ooh. Oh, VelCheran going left instead of right. Karl is
Yes,
in the
but
lead.
that's the wrong way. And wow,
Oh.
they are going through this section using completely different strats. And in the end, they are now perfectly frame to frame. Wow. Then they both go for the safe jump here.
Yeah, like
Here.
it's a standard jump. It's a jump to do the get skip. So yeah. Okay, VelCheran getting a better fight. So now it's
Wow.
like 1 to 2 seconds ahead again. Let's see. When is the screen turning black?
And it turns out he didn't need that small portion he drank.
Indeed. 4 seconds.
But
But maybe he was also able to play correctly because he had 2 HP, you know? Like actually remove some stress.
yep. You can decrease your BPM, your blood pressure, and your BPM maybe from 200 to 150.
Yeah, because dying at the end of 9, oof.
Yep. You know, he lost, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds by drinking this potion. But if he died, it will be 2 minutes and the run will be over.
Dude, VelCheran is so unlucky. He got a riposte again, like a instant counter attack.
Okay, now the moment of truth.
Yeah. Who will die here?
Not if, who will.
No, yeah, who? Okay. Oh my god, he got a counter attack again!
Wow.
Oh!
That is the unluckiest pattern you can get here. Wow.
And Karl is true! Okay, so just to give people an example, again, this is between 2 and 3%, depending on the guard. And he got it like in 2 guards in a row. Plus, sometimes you can play weeks without seeing one. But I'm not even kidding, weeks. And just in this run, he got 2 of them back to back.
That is heartbreaking for VelCheran.
Oh.
And KarlGamer probably doesn't even know this. He will probably ask in half an hour, hey, who won?
Okay, so I must send you the video of the match. Okay. Oh, by the way, did I win?
Yeah.
Wow, that's terrible. VelCheran played so well up to that point. Like, that's something that can happen to anyone. Anyone.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault.
You know, I think you can actually parry that second hit, but you are not expecting it ever.
Yeah, exactly.
You are not expecting to fight with that orange guard like he was Jafar.
No, definitely.
It's not.
Like, to parry it, you will have to press shift and up in rapid succession.
Yeah.
Because you need to parry before the hit actually starts. Otherwise, you do not have time to react. Like, it's not humanly possible, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, but if you do shift and up in rapid succession, you know, like, to be safe, you will lose a bunch of time. And if he does not counterattack directly, he has time to hit you during your parry. So yeah. No, like, honestly.
Karl and VelCheran remembered to take out his sword again after after tucking it in, so didn't die this time, but I don't want to sound like I don't believe in VelCheran, but it's not looking good for him at this point.
Oh, and now he did a standing job, so he will miss jingle skip there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but 11 more seconds. Well, 12 more seconds of time loss. As long as Karl do not die to the shadow, let's be honest, Karl is gonna win this one 2-0 and stay alive in the bracket again.
And but because of his death, his time is already worse than the previous run. It was
Yeah,
1919 and it won't be sub 20 this time.
but
It will be probably like 2015, something like that.
yeah, which is still again like really good, and just shows how consistent he is. Because let's be honest, that wasn't a good run for him, you know. Like it's not a run up to his standard, but that's normal, you know. Like in a race, you will almost never get a good run compared to what you're used to. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's why we grind PBs. Yeah, 2019.
Oh, exactly 1 minute slower than previous run.
Yeah.
2019 for KarlGamer.
Mm-hmm. Like that's insane. Like he can make so much mistakes now and get a 20 minutes time.
Yep.
And that's a 2-0. Wow, I did
So
not expect this one to go like this.
So KarlGamer won, and of course, congratulations to him. He eliminated me in one of the previous rounds, so I can only now keep my fingers crossed for him. So congratulations to KarlGamer, but I can't help but I feel a little bit compassionate about VelCheran because he had this. He was in front and he would probably won that run if it wasn't for that extremely unlucky guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. He will have pushed this to a game 3 for sure. But man, was he ruthless.
Yeah.
It's so tough for him. And 21-24, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Crazy. I did not expect to see a game being decided by this attack.
Yeah, up until the end of level 10, it looked like they were playing for content, you know. They were going to give us game 3, but it seems that RNGesus had something different in mind.
Yeah, he did. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a little bit speechless, you know. Like I really did not expect that.
And how do you feel? How do you feel about your fellow Frenchman losing the match and being eliminated from the tournament?
I've actually sad for him, you know. Like he got like 2 losses in a row. It just feels like his tournament is over in a blink. But
Yeah.
like he lost against Esteban 2-1. And here he got counter in game 2. Like in game 1, there is nothing to say, you know. Like Karl was really better at 100%. But in this game, they were both as good as the other, and VelCheran was slightly in the lead and just got unlucky. But I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking for him. They they were very close for 10 levels, 10 full levels.
Yeah. And the only thing I can say is that the master stay first. KarlGamer is the master, and he was able to beat VelCheran.
Yeah. I think he probably realizes that he won by now.
Yeah. It was like, oh, no game 3? Okay.
Okay, yeah. And so we say goodbye to VelCheran.
Yeah, you did great.
He did good, and KarlGamer waits or the winner of the match with GMP and Higlak.
Indeed. He will not be favorite in his next match. Like this one was close to 50-50, I think. But in the next match, he will not be favorite. But as long as he's consistent, everything can happen. We saw Higlak destroying himself a couple of times so far. So yeah.
And he's Higlak, Higlak is Higlak, and he does Higlak things.
Yeah, he can get
everything
217.
can happen.
He can get 217 or he can get 225. And GMP is as consistent as Karl, I think, but a little bit better. But you never know what can happen, because if Karl can be the Dahaka and apply pressure, GMP can totally fail.
Yep, that's true. And as a closing word, I want to say that KarlGamer can be really, really happy about his performance in this game, because you can actually see there are small numbers near every nickname. Those are the seeds. That means that were the places on the leaderboard the player had before the tournament started. So at this point, there are 5 players left in the tournament with seed 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8. KarlGamer. He is the lowest seeded player in the tournament, and he will already be in the top 4. And so that's an achievement he can be proud of.
Yeah, indeed. And fun fact is that his only game where he was in a better seed than his opponent, he lost it against Showing in round 1 of winner. Then he was always the lowest seed. Against you were 6, he was 8. Against Exetzel, 7 versus 8. And now against VelCheran, 5 versus 8. So he did 5, 6, 7, and he still won.
And so, it seems that in his case, being lower seeded than his opponent is working for him.
Yeah, being the challenger.
So if it were me, I would be shaking in place of if I were GMP or Higlak, I would be more scared of KarlGamer than my current opponent, because the Black Horse is waiting.
Yes, he is. Wow.
And he will take no prisoners, I think.
For sure. Maybe he will start singing again, during a game. That would be funny.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, so yeah, thanks a lot, Winter, for commentating this match with me.
Thank you too. It was nice to be here again.
Yeah. Hope we can see you maybe one more time, depending on time constraint and all before the end of the tournament, because we only have 5 matches left, which is not a lot.
5 matches? Oh, I see. The final will be 2 matches. Okay.
No, we still have GMP versus Higlak, Karl versus one of them, and winner of that against loser of me versus Esteban, and grand final. Grand final might be 2 matches if the one from second chance bracket wins the first match.
Okay.
So yeah, and soon we will know who it will be. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And we will see you in another game, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.